Good evening, this is Afonso Ziensot of the Liberia Public Radio. We are right at the border from closer to La Côte d'Ivoire, where the Senior Senator of Gedeh County, Republic of Liberia, the Honorable Marsha A. Dennis, has been visiting with the Liberia Public Radio crew. He has been here to commemorate the homegoing of the former Paramount Chief, Johnny Zienso. Welcome to our microphone, Honorable Senator.
Thank you very much, Afonso. It's a pleasure being with you.
Okay, thank you. Well, Mr. Senator, we know you came on the memorial of the former Paramount Chief, but also been the political leader here. First of all, take us back here. Who is Johnny So? What can you tell us about Johnny Zienso?
Honorable So, as rightly as you said, is a former Paramount Chief of the BIE Chiefdom in Bazon Statutory District. What is known about this old man that everyone has been proud of is that he has been a very straightforward individual. He doesn't bend back, he doesn't bite his tongues, he doesn't backbite. What is right is what he pursues. He's also a man that believes in the destiny of the young people, as manifested by the interest he has in his own children and those that are not even his biological children. Much as Omenso has taken to you to be a child whose future he can determine to be a brighter one, he can go all up to do what he can do to make sure that you come up bright in the future. And that's how we all got attracted to the old man. But he's an icon. He's a political icon. He's somebody that did not go to formal school, but his education is well expected. I mean, it's well respected in this chiefdom and the district now, the administrative district of BIE and the Statutory District of Bazon. The old man is not only known in this Statutory District, he's known widely in Gedeh County and the Republic of Liberia. There are a lot of achievements here.
You did something extraordinary by slaughtering a cow. You came here, you told the people that you're going to slaughter a cow, and the cow arrived. Your vehicles are still here. What prompted you to do that, Honorable Senator?
Actually, I may not be a biological child of this old man, but his attitude, the kind-heartedness, the kind of old man I knew him to be, and his relationship to me personally as a person, moved me to believe that perhaps I am a son, a biological son, and I just don't know whether that is true or not. But the relationship between us goes far beyond ordinary friendship. And that's how I talked to him. Even when he was sick, up to the time of his demise, we have spoken on telephone from time to time while I was in Monrovia. And all he has to say is that he has lived his life. He wants us, the children, he referred to me as one of his children. He wants us, his children, to promote the vision that he has to liberate this county, not only the district, not only the section, but to liberate this county and liberate this country. So we should push forward. We should never relent. His spirit will always be with us. He will guide us in everything that we do. Such a visionful person, such an old man that will think not only about himself or his immediate family, but will think about the well-being of the community, the county, and the country as a whole, is somebody that I think, I can get closer to. And I have been so close to him. And when this thing happened, it was like my biological father has passed away. And it became incumbent upon me to do just what I did.
You are a political leader in his own right. He, as a former paramount chief, also a traditional leader. What most do you think, will you see yourself remembering of Omenso? If you were to count 2 or 3 things, what could be possibly the first thing that you could come to your memory?
I will remember him for his astuteness. I will remember him for his less cowardice. He's somebody of vision. He's somebody that is development oriented. He's somebody that is kind-hearted. He's somebody that believes in the growth of another person and not just him. These are key things I can remember him for.
If you don't mind, maybe we can take a stroke just to do an exercise. We can take a walk while we're walking. Now, let me ask you, you are a senator of Gedeh County. Precisely, we also learned you are taking a tour right now. What is the purpose of that tour?
The tour is actually to appreciate our people, my kings, for the elections of 2014, December 20. Since January this year, when I started my legislative functions at the headquarters of the Republic of Liberia and at the Capitol building, to be precise, this is my very first visit back to my constituency. And so what is paramount right now is to deliver my legislative report to the people as one of my responsibilities, as being accountable to my constituents, and also to go around and tell them thank you for taking a decision to make me a dear senator.
Honorable Senator, what are you hearing from your constituents? What are you hearing from Grenadians? What are their primary concerns right now?
Well, there are varieties of concerns, but actually one serious problem they have right now is the prolonged detention of 13 of their children that are behind bars, being accused of cross-border activities since 4 years ago, and that this case has gone before the Supreme Court, and the debate, the argument between defense and prosecution lawyers have taken place. And from judicial proceedings, after these arguments have taken place, we expect in less than 24 hours for the opinion of the Supreme Court to be handed down. It's been like 7 months now.
Not to interrupt you, Mr. Senator, most of all in the diaspora, it seems to be you are the only person seems to champion the cause of detecting Grenadians currently incarcerated by the government of Liberia. What is the helping here, or what is the cooperation are you receiving from your colleagues in the House of, both the House of Senate and representative from Gedeh County?
Well, let me tell you, this is a concern county-wide. The 5 lawmakers from Gedeh County are all concerned just as I am concerned. If I speak today and someone else did not speak, that does not mean the person has no concern. The person has his own time also to speak out. But we are all equally concerned, and together we try to find a way out of this nightmare.
Straight bullet question. We are hearing Gedeh County will be hosting the 2017 Independence Anniversary. What will happen if these 13 Grenadians are still being incarcerated by GOL, that is the government of Liberia? What will be the position of Senator Marsha Dennis?
We have got nothing to celebrate. Let me just be frank here with you. We have got nothing to celebrate. 169 years.
But you are just single person. Suppose your colleagues are willing to host the independence celebration. What will you do?
Of course they can. In fact, the independence celebration that was held last year in Sino and Grand Crew counties, I did not attend. And I didn't attend because of the same reason. I got nothing to celebrate. Absolutely nothing I have to celebrate. We have 13 of our brethren incarcerated for apparently no cause. Because if there is cause by this time, the Supreme Court should come down with the verdict. 1, we have no roads. We cannot come from Monrovia to come to Zwedru. And the Independence Day is around July, the peak of the rainy season. Roads are cut off. Just before you came here, you saw how the roads look like. We have nothing. We have no way to even get to the destination we want to go to. And to talk about 3 counties celebrating Independence Day at the same time, Gedeh County, River G County, and Maryland County at the same time, when other counties have single-handedly celebrated their independence, for me it's a mockery.
But are you supporting the idea of the council elders that came up with a decision, a final decision, and 10 counties the hosting of the independent program will not be done in Gedeh County because of the Burkina Faso encroaching on the Grenadian land, and the government has not even given a ministerial job to Grenadians in this government, and the feeder roads that you are talking about has not been built in Grand Gedeh. Even in the international highway, Grand Gedeh has been, out of that. Are you supporting the council elder with your, 10 counts?
Well, to be frank with you, I haven't got the position of the council of elders, just as you said. But if what I'm saying is what the council of elders are saying, then we are sailing on the same boat. I can tell you those reasons that you just enumerated are just enough to tell you that I'm not interested in celebrating Independence Day in Grand Gedeh County in 2016.
Let me ask you, Honorable Senator, currently you are on a tour in Grand Gedeh County. What is your agenda, or are you listening to your constituents as to what they expected you? But what is your mission regarding this tour right now? Actually,
the mission, as I said earlier, is to present my legislative platform to them, my achievements, my failures, and whatever we have gone through during this year from January to October 15 to them, and some of those outstanding issues that we have to debate at the legislature, including and not limited to the Truth and Reconciliation Commission report and the Constitutional Review Committee's report. These are cardinal reports that we've decided as a Senate to postpone to our next sitting until we've come back to our constituents and get their views on those issues, because there are some cardinal issues that need their input, so that what we say there will be the views, will be their views, and not only single-handedly our views. That's one of the portions. The second thing I told you is to say thank you to everybody that took part in this election, because they have not made a mistake. For the very first time in the history since 1964, the Grand Gedeh County became a county. The very first time for a lawmaker to come home and report to his people or her people on issues that transpire at the legislature for the year. This is the very first time. And that is the beginning of the transformation in this county that we talk about. And so I'm happy that they took that decision to elect me, and I should come back to tell them thank you for what they did.
Pretend that the cameras are off now. Honestly, what can Senator Marshall Dennis tell us his grading point since his presence in the Senate? What can you tell us, honestly, what is your failures and what is your successes, if you wish to tell us?
Well, let me just tell you, there are some few disappointments that I've encountered. But I know that this is the matter of legislation, this parliamentary procedures. Not everything you think is good, everyone will agree with you. But take for instance, the bill that had to do with the extension of the LISCA contract. LISCA is the Liberia International Ship and Corporate Registry. This is an institution that manages the affairs of the Liberia Maritime Affairs. It has a 10-year contract with the Republic of Liberia. And
was that a wrong agreement? Is that what you said?
And it has gone 5 years out of the 10 years. And there was an extension bill that was brought to us for additional 10 years in addition to the remaining 5 years.
With our revision?
With our revision, we don't know what the success is that LISCA has gone over the years. In fact, before this bill came to us, the act came before us, we haven't got a copy to look at, to review ourselves. My stance at the time, at the plenary, was that the copy of this act be given to us, since we were on our way for the Easter break, for like 2 months, 2 weeks, so that we share this with our constituents. Let them look at what has happened in the past, whether that can encourage us to add the 10 more years, or we can refuse to add the 10 more years. That was blatantly refused. And what I saw in the plenary at that particular moment was 3 of us going against the passage of that act on that day, and 23 persons going in favor of the passage of that bill. And so the bill passed. That was one frustrating aspect. Another thing was the abrupt increase in the fees of the passport, of the Liberian passport, from $23 to $50 US. And I tell you,
do you support that?
I don't support that. I went against that. I wrote the Senate plenary, and told them that, look, we should not agree for the Ministry of Foreign Affairs to increase this bill.
Then this seems to suggest to me there was no proper explanation provided to such absurd increment in the passport fees.
Well, at the time, there was no proper explanation. But even when the issue was raised, and the letter was passed on to the Foreign Affairs Committee, they did a research and came back with a report to the Senate plenary and said that in a entire sub-region, Liberia's own Liberian passport at the cost of $50 was the least you can find, according to their survey. And so their recommendation after the investigation was that the $50 was just okay for Liberians. But my concern is, even if our foreigners are paying $150 for their passport, let's look at the economic situation in Ivory Coast and the one in Liberia. That's what, for me, that's what I'm concerned about. Let's look at the economic situation in Guinea, in Sierra Leone, and that of Liberia. Let us look at that. So if we see that we are talking about the ordinary person obtaining a passport, which is their legal right to hold as citizens of this country, if they can't afford, then we have disenfranchised them. That was my concern. But at the end of the day, it has to pass because that was the report of the Senate Committee on Foreign Affairs.
Okay, as we are, Mr. Honorable Senator, I want us to just walk a little bit because I want our camera to capture something I just want to bring to your attention. Now, you are a sitting senator of Gedeh County. This is a very strategic location tied border with Ivory Coast. I want a camera to face there. We see these trucks all parked here. In our understanding here, these trucks have been here for more than 5, 6, 7 months. And our understanding, those that own these trucks, they violated some sort of government's regulations and they fled to neighboring Ivory Coast, to Ghana. Why are these trucks still here that posing some sort of insecurity? Because when dwellers are sitting before their houses, they can't even see the main street. Kids are all moving around here. Is there something that you want to address yourself to?
Well, thank you very much. This is one thing, these are some of the things that we're going to be paying attention to now that we are here. I can't do two things at the same time right now. I can purposely, on the funeral and the wakekeeping of my father, and at the same time I saw these trucks all parked here. Securities are doing their work, what they are here for. I don't want to leave what I'm doing to go into it. But I'm here for quite some time. And so I'm going to investigate what is happening here. But I will agree with you that the parking of these trucks here for a prolonged period poses security threat to the residents here, even the country as a whole. What their contents are, what they're carrying, and they are all sealed up like this, we are not aware. Whether they are explosives, who own these trucks, what are they here for, have not been explained to the citizens of this place. And so I know, I understand that, I understand their plight, and I know that they are not satisfied to have these trucks parked here for this kind of long time without, better explanation. But we are going to take our time to find out what they are doing here and how we can get them off here.
Okay, well, before we take leave of you, Honorable Senator, what could be your last word to the Liberia Public Radio crew here, currently located at the border? This is Ivory Coast. We are right here, just a few kilometers away from it. What would be your last word to Grenadians and even Liberian diaspora as to regarding to situation here in homeland Liberia?
I just want to say thank you to LPR. I appreciate you so much. We came a long way. We all helped to make this happen. That is my election as a senator happen. And I can tell you that my collaboration, my cooperation with you is always available. My doors are open. You can call on me anytime, as you did in the past when I was still campaigning for this position. That my doors are always open to you. Whatever thing you want to find out, whether at the legislature, whether at the constituency level, where any part of Liberia that you think I can have the answer for, you are free to just get in contact with me. But let me appreciate you for what you are doing. Let me appreciate you highly for what you are doing. I encourage you to continue to do what you are doing, because this is another way we can develop this country. Here today, people in the diaspora are going to see what is happening here, and you can all get together to put your ideas together and see how we can better things up for ourselves in our own locations.
Okay, Marshal A. Dennis, Senator of Grand Gedeh County. I want to thank you very much for granting us this information. We're meeting Morovia. We're going to talk politics.
Thank you so much, Alfonso.
Okay, thank you.
Good time being with you.
All right, let us talk to the town owner here. Kanye is the town chief, I believe, of BI Town. The town strategically located here, right facing the Ivorian border. Mr. Town Chief, how are you? Good evening.
Good evening. How are you?
Thank you. Tell us briefly here, how do you feel about the home government of your own father, the late Paramount Chief Johnny so far? There were thousands of guests here. I've been seeing you working tirelessly. How do you feel?
Okay, I would say thanks to the Almighty God who made it possible that we were able to be here today to extend thanks and appreciation. It was very unique. I knew that my father was very old, but what he told me that was happening, he said, upon my death, the thousand, even day by day, all will come from in the bush. Spirit always appeared that they were able to be on my funeral services. So I tell God, thank you that for the 1 month and 2 weeks that we spent here, there was no fighting, no other complaint, nobody else got injury, or they say nobody brought complaint to me that they are hungry today and this morning. So I'll tell God, thank you very much.
Yeah, okay, I know you're still busy here, but I am a son of B.I. Chidon, likewise yourself, and we'll be taking this tape here. What are the concerns of the citizens of B.I.? You being the town chief, what sort of message do you want to send to people of B.I. in the USA?
Okay, I want to send a message to the people of B.I. Number one thing is development. The development that we need in this place here.
What sort of development, sir?
We need a guest house, we need a clinic, and we need our town halls to be, let's say, remodeled, modified, where we have stock, a room to put things that belong to the stranger that will be coming. Just imagine when you were here a few times, all the strangers that came here, some of them were not even having place to sleep. Yeah. So we decided, we the citizens of this town, especially the youth, I decided that whenever we get our proceeds, starting from next year May, we want to be icing people to come to our area so that we can able to get a 12-room guest house here.
Now, if you were to put into priority things that you want in this community, what first will you put first?
Well, the very first thing I will put now is clinic and the guest house. Two of them, they are very important to the community.
What would be the help of the community itself?
The community will be able to provide sand, the crush rock, the drinking water, even the material, the building, the construction.
Talking about the clinic or the how many $1,000s are you talking about?
Oh, the clinic.
Is there any figure you have of it?
Yes. Approximately it may be up to $7,000 to $8,000.
US dollar.
Yeah, US dollar.
Okay, we're going to find time special to talk with you on the Tanchi. Thank you so much for having.
I had a comment stated to me.
Yeah, what's your final comment?
Oh, my final comment here is my citizens as honored dangers. We are very honored danger by the so-called Burkinabes from Ivory Coast that they have taken all our land, and we've been complaining to the government. We even went to work and arrested some of the people, turning over together, but we don't know at the end of the day what is the reason. Now you cannot walk 30 minutes away from the town. All my people that made fun to this square side, all of them have banned their arrest. They're not able to go call their arrest now because Burkinabes occupies the area. So we asking the government, even the international community, and our family that across there to come to our aid so that the government can able to make a move there, because we don't want to take law from our own hand so that we cannot be impressing like Ofori Diade.
Thank you, Mr. Town Chief. It was nice talking with you, and I hope we're going to still find time to sit with you and be able to know more about this thing. Thank you so much for all of the 1,000 people that met here, and there was no issue, there was no security. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you too, Jace and Kanye.
Okay. All right, this is Alfonso Ziansot of the Liberia Public Radio here in B.I. Chiefdom, just right across the border here, where we have come to celebrate the home going of our father, the late Paramount Chief Johnny Ziansot. On this note, we want to leave it here, and we'll be continuing to bring you more images of individuals and prominent community leaders in our next subsequent news reporting. I am Alfonso Ziansot in the southeastern south of Liberia, Grand Gedeh County, Republic of Liberia. Thank you very much.
Trying to depart via Joseph.